Minnesota Timberwolves in a Game 5 on the road. Weeby, how do you feel about the Mavericks' performance? And do you believe that the Mavericks have enough in the tank to beat the Boston Celtics?
The performance they showed, man, I think they had the number one defense in the playoffs, the Mavericks. Through the season, Timberwolves had the number one defense. But as they got late in the season into the playoffs, I think the Dallas Mavericks had the best defense. So the performance I say is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's championship basketball right there.
Yeah,
Everybody touching the ball. Ain't nobody being greedy. Good shots is being taken. And the trade that they made was big. That's like
yeah.
probably one of the best trades you could ever make.
But really, they
So
made two good trades. They made
that's what
the
I'm
trade the
saying.
year before to get Kyrie, and then
Exactly.
they have Gafford and they got Gafford and
So
PJ.
So you got to take your hats off to the whole Dallas Mavericks staff. That's how you actually go out there and Luka, he want to win. So you got to do everything in your power to keep him. He's not gonna keep staying on a team that's not winning. And for
Yeah,
Jason Kidd to go 2 out of 3 years to the Western Conference Finals, now this time he's in the final. That's big, bro.
yeah,
And that trade that they made to get Gafford, who's just doing his thing. You got the rookie and Lively, who got a high upside, like shooting 100% from the field. You got PJ Washington rebounding, doing the dirty work.
yeah,
Hey man, this team is looking real, real good. And I
yeah.
told y'all in the last episode that they was gonna split at home. I thought it was gonna be in 6 games, but that first quarter Luka had, I knew the game was over. He had 20 points, 4 for 4 from the three. He wasn't playing. He didn't come to play with his food like the Boston Celtics be doing.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good point. But hey, man, congratulations to the Mavericks, man. Obviously, we live in Dallas, so it's good right now that we having some type of sports
Success.
run going on out here. It's been a struggle, man. The owners is the worst when it comes to any sports in Dallas. The owners is the worst. But obviously, we got some basketball operations working, and
Yes,
then
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
baseball team got their head right. Hopefully, the Stars can shake back. Um, but honestly, man, I mean, the Timberwolves, man, they lost and they deserve to lose. And the main reason why they deserve to lose is just they don't have a flowing team.
Hmm.
Like stuff doesn't flow for them. Like they have to work for everything, and then the times they don't have to work is when the defense is clicking on all cylinders. But there was no point in that series where their defense was doing anything good except for the game four. But Luka just didn't play up to his normal self,
Yeah,
and that's
and then
okay. Yeah,
and
what you
then
say?
I feel like Cat. Like, why is you playing on the outside, bro? You got PJ Washington guarding you. Get your big ass on that inside and score some points. When he was doing that, he had success. He was going to
Yeah,
the free throw line. Why is you steady trying to shoot the three and your shots is not hitting? Talking about he shoot 1,500 shots a day. Come on, man. You
uh,
ain't got to sit up. You not shooting no 1,500 a day, man. Let's stop
yeah,
with the nonsense. Drive
yeah,
your big ass to the lane,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. The
Get
thing,
fouled. Let them foul you out. You
Yeah,
want
the
to sit
thing
on the
about
outside
Cat
and shoot.
is Cat only did good when Lively was off the court. When I
That's
seen that
true. That's the only
Lively
reason
got
why they
hurt,
won.
he finally
Yeah,
understood that, hey, I can work from the perimeter down to the paint. And he did that,
exactly.
and he's good. Cat is very talented offensively. He has great footwork and everything. Now, do I think he's a defensive talent? No.
No.
But he can do some things offensively. It's just he doesn't have that mentality yet. And that's where I feel like the Timberwolves need somebody like a Zach LaVine. Now, obviously, Zach LaVine has a contract, but they need somebody like a Zach LaVine or a DeRozan, somebody that puts pressure and can do
That
stuff
will drive the lane.
exactly. But they don't. But they're not overly superstar because obviously you don't want somebody Ant and Kyrie may not work
No.
because it's just a youthful superstar, and you can tell already the way Ant was acting towards the end of that Game 5 game. He wanted to be done with this team
Yeah, he
as of
fatigued.
last year.
Yeah.
He wanted these boys booked in that cell last year, man. He giving
Yeah.
them 20-year sentences. You messing around with him, you ain't gonna have no job. So y'all might want to watch. This might be the next LeBron. You mess around with him, you ain't gonna have no job. But
Yeah.
hats off to the Mavs, man. I
Hats off
can't
to the
lie.
Timberwolves too.
Uh,
They made it this far. Well, you know what I'm saying? They ain't.
I
Well,
didn't
they
I didn't
not.
think
They
they
not
could
young, but
blow up like that in the playoffs. Obviously, they had a good team all year, but I mean, hey, hats off to the Mavericks. Hats off to Jason Kidd. Great
hey,
coaching,
hats off to
great
Jason Kidd.
rotations. He understood that Tim Hardaway Jr.
It's
don't
not that
need to
guy.
play all the time.
He don't
He
even need
is
to
a
be on the court.
moment type of player,
Yep.
and that's fine.
You let
He
him get two
understands the
shots.
role
Yep.
players' jobs, and
You,
that's
you, you
what you need to know as
this
a
is how
coach.
this is how you gotta do Tim Hardaway Jr. You let him take two shots. If them two shots don't go in, go on and get him out the game because he ain't
Yeah,
doing nothing else for you. Them two
yeah,
shots go in, he got a high hand. He like
yeah,
a hot and cold type of dude. So
yeah.
and then Jaden
But
Hardy, he young, so and he
he
was
came
producing
he
too.
came
So
off and did what he had to do.
yeah,
But I really do like I really do like what Kyrie Irving did, man. Obviously Luka did great, phenomenal, but Kyrie Irving, man, to bounce back
hey,
after all this media stuff, he got to deal with the media. He
you
got to
gotta,
deal with Nike. I
yeah,
mean, man, he got to
and
deal with the owners, the
and it's
trade
looking like
locations.
it's looking like they're regretting it right now, honestly.
I mean,
'Cause
teams
what
should.
he
Kyrie
they
Irving is the
counted him out,
most
man.
skilled player. I don't want to overdo it with what I'm saying, but I just got
No,
to
you're not
say it.
overdoing it.
He is the most skilled player, arguably, in any sport aside from Messi in soccer. Like, we're talking about skill. Like, this man has a weird talent to where he knows how to control the entire game. The game, even though it's a different team, it's still his game. Even when he knows he's not performing at his best, which is normal, he still is
Yeah,
effective in what he does. So I gotta give him the credit for that, man. He deserves the ring.
he the
But
true definition of a hooper, bro. When you say
he
hooper,
is.
it's
He
Kyrie
sure
Irving
is.
for
He
sure.
is. But he is arguably the out of any sport, like he has
Most
to be the
skilled for
most
sure. Yeah,
skilled.
I
Like
agree with that
Messi,
one.
obviously in soccer, because Messi in soccer is a different breed. Like
Yeah,
that's a different breed. But Kyrie, like, yeah, man, he's up there. But I do want people to remember this, as the Mavs are not favored to go in the finals,
yeah. And none
obviously.
of the games.
Um, uh, but I want this to be known. The Celtics did struggle in their playoffs against teams that were injured, but aside from that, they do know how to play as a team.
Like I said
So
last episode, playing
when
with the
you get
food.
yep. So when you play around, because that's the problems with a younger team. Luckily, the Mavs aren't this super young team, but there will be adjustments, Mavericks,
For
in-game
sure.
adjustments. There will be situations to where you don't know who is going to be the scorer. And then you're going to have situations where players defensively can really impact that game for the Celtics. But the Celtics, there's nothing that's going to get too far out of hand with them. They will know how to play like a team. Even though they did beat up on some teams that weren't that great, but they do know how to play as a team. So don't take them lightly, and there will be in-game adjustments. Now,
And then those
Tatum
two, yeah, go ahead.
and Tatum, he's been off. So if he's still off, Mavericks win in six. Okay.
Yeah.
But
But then they
in a
get
game
Porzingis back,
seven,
though.
and if there is a game seven, the Mavericks will still beat them because they're just not. That team is just like I said, man. Tatum, he has to wake up and he has to play beyond. Like
You got to stay
you were there,
consistent.
wasn't he there last year?
Yeah. He's been in
Okay,
this
so you was
situation
there
before.
last year, and now
Point.
this year we're not gonna keep saying it because Jalen Brown just he's accepted his role.
Yeah.
He's putting it on you.
Well, shit, Jalen Brown getting all the
I
money.
mean, yeah, exactly. So that he
So
putting it on Tatum. So now
that's what I'm
Tatum,
saying.
it's you. This is what they want. The fans wanted Jalen Brown gone, but now it's different.
And then those
So
two games that earlier in the season when the Celtics and Mavs did play, Tatum and Brown had about 30 apiece. So in
yeah,
both of those games, so if
yeah,
they can keep that up, I don't think the first game is going to be close at
yeah.
all. Either
But
the
there
Mavericks is
is,
going to blow the
yeah,
Celtics out, or the Celtics is going to blow the
yeah,
Mavs out.
yeah.
And
But
adjustments is going to be made during the series.
yeah, but there is players that do know how to match up well against the Mavericks on the Celtics.
Vice versa.
So yeah, exactly, but there's players that's really going to be playing some minutes, man. We're going to see
Yeah.
a lot of the starters. We might not these rotational role player
You're not going to
guys,
see
as
no
in
Hardaway
rotation
Jr.
pieces. You're not going to see a lot of these rotate like Pritchard. I don't think
Yeah.
Pritchard played the last series.
Now he
Pritchard
got a
ain't
couple
finna
minutes.
play. He got
He
a
got a
couple
couple
minutes.
minutes, yeah.
Well, Pritchard ain't finna play against the Mavericks. He can't guard nobody on the Mavericks. He can
Nah,
guard
unless it's
T.J.
a blowout.
McConnell on the
That's the only
Pacers,
way. Yeah,
but he's not going out there guarding nobody, and he's not really even known to be a defender, in my opinion. He just
yeah.
knows how to, control the offense and help out in that matter. But hey, man, like I said, do not forget that the Celtics do know how to play like a team, and there
They
will
do.
be
Though.
in-game adjustments. But the
Exactly.
Mavericks, the Mavericks with that duo, that tandem, sent from God Himself. I mean, man, it's a problem. I don't know how any team can stop them. If them boys is Kyrie and Luka coming out like that, and then you got Lively and Gafford coming out there with that heart, and PJ Washington just finds like, hey, I want to come out here and beat up
He
on these
accepted his
boys.
role. Yeah.
That's the X factor for the Mavericks in this next series.
PJ.
It's
Yep.
PJ.
It's a game of chess, not
It's
checkers.
PJ. And also, it would be Lively because Al Horford
He gonna sit in
is
that corner
nothing
all
for
day.
him. It,
He not gonna get
but
no rebounds.
he's not getting points. I mean, Al Horford, he's not getting any points. He'll shoot
He
up
didn't
them
have
shots.
he had a high hand last series though.
I
He had the
mean,
high
but they
hand.
were
Him and
leaving him open.
Derek White.
That's the only
Yeah.
option they had, to leave him open.
He gonna sit in that corner.
I
That's all he
mean,
gonna do.
what are you gonna do? Al Horford on the pick and roll, and he decides to sit up at the top of the 3-point line after the pick. I mean, we're all gonna chase Tatum or Brown. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is. But the X factor for the Mavericks would be PJ. You need PJ back in them 20s, like he
Yeah.
was against the Clippers. He has to have them 20s going for him. But hey, PJ's a baller. Even though his games don't be great, he understands what to do. And hey, he's never been to the playoffs. So
Nope.
so just to see that there's a potential even next season for the Mavericks, like
It
it's
is a
it's
big
a great
season.
team. So
Yep.
hey, it's been great for Dallas sports, and I'm glad to see it, and I'm glad that we are in a position to have a parade hell with two teams at the
Yeah.
damn
Back to
same
back
time.
years. Might even
Exactly.
be the
So
stars. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
yeah,
see
that's what
though.
I'm saying. So we have a possibility of that. So that's really great to see in my opinion.